It's showing that the PLA and the PLAN can operate not just very close around Taiwan in those little boxes we saw in response to the inauguration of President Lai or the Nancy Pelosi exercises in August 2022. They can operate across the entire first island chain, though I'll say at least the maps and things that we've seen, not so much presence in the South China Sea. It kind of really ends at southern Taiwan, and it's more of a northern Taiwan presence. And it seems like that the east of Taiwan naval operations is a much larger scale than we have seen, and the reasoning for them is to essentially stop any allied or American naval presence from getting to that part of Taiwan. So by really doing that not close to Taiwan, it's not necessarily punishing Taiwan, but it's showing we have the ability to operate across Taiwan's east and the western Pacific. At least the maps that we have shown that have been released or created for the recent exercises have been focused more on like the southeast. We aren't seeing like a complete blockade of Taiwan's east coast. So also it's really hard to do a naval blockade at that scale. I don't even think the PRC has the number of ships that would be required to do a full and complete and effective blockade, because things get through all the time with a blockade. But they're practicing it, and really the goal is to increase the cost and increase the fear that if you're trying to send an aircraft or a ship to break through that blockade, they may not get through safely, and whoever is piloting those aircraft or those ships may not make it out alive. It shows that the PLA and the PLAN, they can do more sophisticated, more complicated exercises at scale, and obviously this is the type of exercise that they would need to practice in order to have some sort of success if they were to decide to either blockade Taiwan, blockade the Taiwan Strait, or militarily invade Taiwan itself. Also, by not announcing it, it just leaves people guessing, and it's not formalizing this in any way, and it leaves the door open for doing more of these things. It's not just about President Trump, it's not just about Taiwan. There's an amalgamation of factors and messages going here, but it is sending a very clear signal that about a month from now, you're going to be President of the United States again, and we are not necessarily going to accept any sort of military coercion on your part against the PRC. And while there may be efforts by the United States to pressure China from doing less to pressure Taiwan, we may now see the PRC pushing back more aggressively.